Union Raza Podcast. Welcome to the Union Raza Podcast, episode number 10. I'm going to throw it on over to Alec. Want to take it away?
What's up, Union Raza family? I hope everyone's had a great day. We're starting off our 8th episode?
Number 10.
10th episode. Wow, we're in number 10. It's Halloween. Iram just doesn't look like that all the time. He's got a costume on. I want to start it off with a little bit of magic. Can you tell me, Saline, what smells good? It's springtime.
Roses.
Let's see. And then I have this pot also. This pot's been here. There's nothing inside of it. Nothing on the bottom of it. If I just... Bam! A little bit of magic started off. There it is. Yeah. I want to introduce our special guest, Vic Saline.
Happy to be here.
Big Saline, welcome to the Union Raza Podcast. For everybody out there tuning in their Instagram Live and our Facebook, bienvenidos, carnales. Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. Fin de semana, World Series. Pinche viernes chingón. Salucita de la buena. Y bueno, uno de mis mejores amigos over here, Big Saline, el maestro Big Saline. Bienvenido, carnal,
Thank
to
you,
the
brother.
Union Raza Podcast.
Thank you.
¿Y este vato qué pedo?
Very handsome guy.
Ay, güey.
It's way too hot in this motherfucker. ¿Qué
Dijiste-
onda, racita? ¿Cómo andamos? Bienvenidos en happy motherfucking Friday. Halloween it is. ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Todo bien? Puta madre, ando sudando, güey.
Yo, let's real quick. Do you remember when we used to be young, bro, and we were in Halloween? It was cold as fuck. I mean, I remember having a beanie, a hoodie on, a big old
That wasn't
jacket.
Halloween, bro. That's when you were...
No, güey, era Halloween, because the morros, güey, the weather has changed, bro. Era un pinche friazo. Ahorita andan en chores uno, güey.
Eso es cuando andas tirando barrio, güey. Andas ahí.
Yeah, pero pues estaba frío. I do think that ha cambiado el clima a lot, bro.
I want to give a shout out
Puro
to Rob.
Latinos
How you doing, Rob?
circuitos.
Doing good. Got all the new PAs here on set with me, so appreciate you guys letting me bring the crew through.
Yeah, chingón.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, dude. A bunch of peeps out there in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, a bunch of young folks trying to learn the
Yes.
business, so that's right on. Hey, I'm happy for what Rob's doing over there with...
CPC, Chicanos por la Causa.
Yes, sir.
Órale. So, again, man, everybody, welcome. Aquí
Should we tell them about the raffle? Or
Yeah,
what we're doing
let's
with
go
the
ahead and throw
prizes?
that in.
Okay, so you guys make sure on this special Halloween edition, we got nice giveaways for the Union Raza brand. So what you got to do is listen up. Go to the YouTube channel, Union Raza Official. Follow. Make sure you put right here on the chat, drop your local, where are you from? And you are going to get hooked up with what, Alec?
This shirt right here, special edition shirt.
Woo,
Boom. Just for
wee.
the October.
November month, Dia de los Muertos, Halloween edition. It's not for sale. So go to
Yeah, man.
YouTube, Union Raza Official.
Follow the channel, drop where you're from in the comments, and then in the DM, send us your address, and we'll send you the shirt.
Shout out your local, everybody. Shout out your local.
It is limited. A ver, Vic Saline, bienvenido al programa. Tell me a little bit about us. Well, tell us a little bit about you, who you are, what you do exactly, and why are you dressed like you just got baptized, bro.
Like a mago. Well, my name is Victor Salinas, but my name is Big Saline now.
Órale.
What I do, I'm a quantic Mayan healer.
Órale.
And the reason why I'm thinking is because usually my first language is Spanish, so it's
En español no pasa nada.
es medicina cuántica maya, es lo que hacemos.
Chingón.
And ask me another question, man. I gotta relax.
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah. Fúmate un churrito, no pasa nada, hermano.
Too much caffeine.
Yeah, for real. So what does... How long you been
Healer.
doing this? Doing this healing thing?
Well, I've been doing the healing thing up for 8 years. Actually, I started with ayahuasca.
Okay.
I got invited by a good friend of mine to do ayahuasca, Raziel.
Yep.
And from there on, I took this path of healing myself, and through the years, and then became actually an ayahuasca. They call it shamans, but
Shaman.
but
Maestro?
I'm not a shaman. I'm a facilitator.
Okay.
Ayahuasca facilitator, but at the same time, some other medicines came in, and that's what I'm practicing right now.
So let's start right now with ayahuasca. What is it exactly? What's the positive healing factors of ayahuasca?
Well,
¿En qué ayuda?
healing, pretty much healing your life, healing all your pains and sorrows, and healing whatever you don't know that you're sick about. That's what heals you. Pretty much when you take ayahuasca, it takes you into this beautiful dream where you go on your life when you were all the way to when you were a baby, or probably on your past life, and you can see where the pain is.
Órale.
So what is ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca, it's a plant. It's two plants actually, chacruna and chacruna and liana.
So it's like a hybrid into one.
Actually, it is two plants. One of them is kind of like a leaf, a vine, and the other one is the actual. It's like a root, and what they do, you cook those two plants for, I think it's something like 24 hours,
Órale.
and to extract the medicine.
And it's originated from Peru, right?
Oh, from South America.
South America,
Yeah.
not necessarily Peru.
pretty-
Que todo lo inventan en Perú, dicen los peruanos.
So pretty much it's Peru, Colombia, and Brazil. Those are the main places.
Now, is this something that can be provided here in the States, or they have to leave? Yeah.
No, actually,
Is it legal here in the States?
it's not illegal. It's not illegal, and it's right on that gray line, where now most of the they call it hallucinogenics, mushrooms and ayahuasca and cannabis are pretty much sitting on. So it is it's not illegal, and I think right now the government is starting to use it for veterans and
Correct.
I know that some certain psychologists too as well. They're starting to recommend ayahuasca to treat mental health, to treat addiction, to treat depression,
PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD.
In my personal opinion, I've done maybe about 5 ceremonies, I want to say, and every single trip or journey or the dream, it's been really, really different. My very first one, it was very giving, very lovely, grandma, ancestors, mucho cariño, mucho amor. I also had some dark ones. Right now it's Halloween, and, también during Halloween, you get the kids out, you get the candy, but at the same time, también se practica brujería, se practica the dark side of it. I even heard in this date que se hacen, ¿cómo se dice? Sacrificios, sacrificar animales. What do you guys know about that? Is that just is bullshit, or
I don't know
is
if
it?
I don't
I
know.
know like some religions, they won't even take their kids out to candy because they're like, you know what? Because
Es parte de-
estamos dándole
It's
poder al
evil.
diablo, poder a malas energías, to the darkness. Porque let's be honest, si hay luz, hay oscuridad.
Correcto, pero también toma en cuenta, por ejemplo, el Día de los Muertos, que es muy celebrado en muchos países como México, donde no es nada que ver con Halloween.
No, sí, es que estamos hablando de two different things.
Pero si lo ven, hay mucha gente que puede decir, oye, eso está oscuro, como que estás alabando los muertos.
No.
¿no?
My question was, what do you guys think?
Ya me
Is
voy.
there actually people using Halloween to do sacrifices
I don't know.
this has been told?
Nowadays, I don't think. Honestly, I
or
think
where did
it's-
even Halloween start from?
I don't know. I feel like that just makes for good movies, though.
Yeah, I think Halloween.
scary
Well,
shit.
it's originally called Halloween, pero Halloween, yo más que nada ahorita pienso es just a marketed holiday.
You know what? It's disguised as a marketing holiday, and everything is disguised. And so So there's a lot of darkness being used out there.
Correct.
But
That's what I'm saying. Is this today considered a dark night? What do you guys think
well,
overall?
what do you want to make it?
Exactly.
Well, to me, I used to take my kids. We would make a day out of it. They would costumes like we have it now, and we would have a great time. But when it came to certain religions, they're like, well, you shouldn't take your kids because it's dark night. There's sacrifices. There's energies going on. They could say, give veneno to your kids. I never listened to that because I was never that, oh my God, check your candies really good. Let me check them all one by one, because we were in that type of household. But talking about the night and the spirit of it all, how did it start? How did it start?
La neta, ni sé. Miren, eso pasa cuando no hacemos nuestro when we don't
Diligences?
check. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Do you know anything about Halloween, Rob?
Anything we're missing? Any history? Because we're lost, bro.
Well, the only thing I could really say is coming from like Dia de los Muertos and ofrendas. And so with my girl, she has her ofrenda that she has for this year. And then the different days you call a different type of spirit. Like one day is for the animals. One day is for accidents of relatives or people that have passed on. And then as you get closer to the actual day, it's the closer the person is to you.
Correct. Yeah, que es más para el Día de los Muertos, que es lo que digo yo.
And you know what? And going back to Halloween, actually, Halloween comes from Ireland. And,
Irlanda, okay.
Yeah, from Ireland. And their celebration used to be actually about because this is the time when the weather is changing, so they will go and collect all their the food and be ready for winter, and at the same time they believe that the spirits will descend and they will celebrate with them. So there's where Halloween comes from.
So it's kind of linked to Dia de los Muertos in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it is actually. Yes. It's interesting that not only in Ireland, Mexico, and other parts of the world, it is linked to the Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
and but I mean, we take as a human being, we take advantage sometimes, and we start doing.
Le cambiamos las cosas.
Yeah, we make black magic, dude, because it does exist. Going back to what you were asking, if ayahuasca is used for black magic too, it is, because the ayahuasca, it's an energy. It's a really beautiful energy, but it's not the ayahuasca. It's the person.
Is that the individual?
Being, the individual, because I really believe that ayahuasca is a healing, and it's given by the Creator for us to open our mind and open our conscience. But we have to be really careful who we do ayahuasca with, because you are in the hands of the facilitator. So you got to make sure that if you're going to do ayahuasca, you find a person that their heart is in the right place. And the right place will be, for me, it will be with the Creator, with the Creator of the whole universe.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Yeah. Funny story, because I have some friends, I won't say their names, but they were looking, I was telling them, everything links you. Ayahuasca, for what we've all done it links you where people just start talking about it like I don't know, it's weird. So they were telling me, they're like, hey, have you ever heard of ayahuasca? And in my head, I was like, dude, I already did it twice. She's like, we're interested in doing it, pero no sabemos a quién preguntarle. De casualidad me preguntaron a mí. Why? Because como que brings you in.
Some kind of connection.
Yeah. And me said, we found some guys in Miami, but they want to charge $5,000. I was like, they're not in it for the medicine.
Yeah,
the money.
They're not in it for the medicine. That no one's going to charge you $4 or $5,000 for one section. Or
things got like real trendy with that, right?
Yeah. That's another thing. All of a sudden, things became trends, and then you lose what the whole objective is for, or who knows?
I don't want to charge $5,000.
Yeah, no. Y te digo, so es lo que le dije. Oye, qué casualidad que me preguntaron, because I had really. I did it 6 months ago, so it's just weird that you're asking me out of the blue, because I never mentioned to them that I had done it. Mm-hmm. So I did. I hooked them up with the same guys that we did it in Mexico with, and they ended up doing it. They loved the experience, and you know who I'm talking about because you worked there for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vic, so how did you become a healer? From your first time doing ayahuasca to now, what journey has it taken you through?
Actually, Vic, if you don't mind moving over to your right just a little bit more. Thank you. And then the microphone, if you could just... perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bien cariñoso. So, actually, it's been a long road. It was a few years of healing. And as I went in, the first ayahuasca were really beautiful, really, really lovable. But then once that Mother Ayahuasca realizes that you're there to heal, that's when the work starts. and it is painful. It is painful, really painful for a while. But once that you jump that threshold, and it's really beautiful, and you start seeing the magic, and you understand what magic is, and you understand what being a creator is. You understand what the law of attraction, how it works. So you get to learn all those things. And as you follow the path, you will have other beings of light come in and visit you and ask you to work with them. So being a Mayan quantic healer, they came to me on a dream. And and it was a really vivid dream, really beautiful dream. Being in the Mayan temples, and it's a pretty long dream, but really beautiful. So I woke up from that dream. I called a couple of friends. I told them about the dream, and that's it. And I kept it like that. 2 months later, I had a friend that she was doing some healing on my body, and she goes, "I'm gonna do a Mayan quantum healing." On you. And as soon as she said that, my whole body vibrated, and I'm like, "What is that?" I went like, "What is that? I want to learn that." And she goes, "Well, I gotta ask." She goes, "Because they don't take it." It's kind of like Mayans, the Mayans ancestors. They're like very jealous, so it's like you gotta put an application.
Yeah, they don't pass their knowledge to just anybody.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're right. What you just said, and I never thought about it that way, but you're right. And as soon as she goes, I have to ask, and they'll give me the answer. But as soon as she was saying that, she was like, "Wow, they're telling me the yes to teach you." So she put me in contact with her with her teacher, and the teacher, I guess she picked up my name, and she called me. She goes, "Yeah, we'll start this day studying." And right off the bat, just the energy started coming, and all of a sudden I started doing healing with people, and every day it's more and more and more and more. It's just a really big...
Is that the same kind of a practice or medicine that Pachita, la que curaba, era lo que hacía con ese doctor, ¿cómo se llama el doctor? I can't remember the doctor's name.
Greenberg.
Yeah. So it's the same, is that the kind of same thing that you're talking about?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much, she used to work with I think it was Cuauhtemoc, who was the spirit that worked with her, and but it is very similar.
Okay,
it's very similar because you do also astral surgeries and on people. So, I mean, she was really advanced, right? Of course, and yeah, I'm not even that close. I want to be there.
You'll be there.
Is astral surgery like astral projection?
Yeah, pretty much what you do when somebody's really sick, and let's say like last night, I got a person that he lives in. He's from Colombia, and he has a lot of headaches. But I mean, he will go down, and I've been healing him for a while. And last night I did some astral surgery. So he fell asleep. I started praying for him. The angels, archangels, the Mayans come down, and the light beams of light. They come down and they put him to sleep. So I asked permission to do the astral surgery, and they told me yes.
Wow, it's almost like hypnosis then, but you're kind of tapping into a spiritual realm for assistance.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's in Colombia and you're here?
No, this guy lives in Arkansas.
But
yeah,
you're still not present with them.
Yeah, I actually I work with people in Spain, Chile, Colombia.
So you're able to do it online, or
yeah, I do it over the phone.
Over the phone, okay.
Yeah, I do it over WhatsApp, and they call me. I tell them what to do. Just lay down, put the phone right next to you, and then I start praying for them. The first thing that I do is clean their body, because through life, as we're walking, we are picking up a lot of negative
energy, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we're like magnets almost, and the vibration that we have, it's what kind of the resonance of what we permeate into the universe. So say if you're walking around with a lot of trauma, you have a lot of things inside of you that are going haywire, and even though you can't see it, your vibration is very erratic. But if you're at peace and you're calm with yourself, then the vibration that you give off is exactly that.
Very knowledgeable. Yeah.
So this would be considered white magic. What you call it nowadays? Is that what the opposite of black magic? This is more about praying, more about faith, more about cleansing, more about hope, faith. So
It is white magic.
it is white magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, algo que mencionó ahorita Rob, that it's funny because Marielos was telling me that her nephew does magnetismo. Have you heard of that? Mm-hmm. How's that work? Because he was just mentioning magnets and all that stuff. Is that something that's legit? I mean, I know we're changing the subject, but it just came to my head.
I think everything is legit, and I really think that everything is on the heart of the healer, and I call myself a healer, but I'm not really a healer. I don't think none of the people in this world we're healers. We pretty much canalizar.
Sí, sí. We analyze.
Yeah, we canalize the energy. So in my persona, what I do, I call the light beams, and then I start moving the as I'm doing the healing, I see what part of the body is the one being affected. So I call different lights, different colors, and that part is being healed in each angle. And I always ask for the light of the Creator, that it comes from the great.
So how do you see it? Do you see him like, I'm trying to envision
aura?
it. Do you see him on a bed and you see all the lights? Like if you see a red light on his head, because you said he had a lot of headaches, or
Like an aura?
What do you see?
Well, as you're praying, they're guiding you, and they'll tell you, pray on the stomach, and sometimes you will see a bulk on the stomach. So a lot of times they got black. A lot of the black magic, it goes into the stomach. There's the first part that they attack.
That's like your power center, right? Kind of like the chakras.
Yeah, that is a power center, exactly. And
Pinche Rob, todo sabe.
el vato se la pasa leyendo.
Sí, güey, no mames.
good.
Él es mi héroe, güey.
Rob, talk about Rob. What do we got? We got any shout outs? Any shirts that we got to give away?
Anybody
yet?
that's not watching the game?
Yeah. So right now on the Facebook, Saludos Carpenters Local 213 from Jaime Beltran. And then Ray, Carpenters 59 up there in Washington. What's up? Jumping on over to the Instagram. Give me a sec because my eyes are not as young as they used to be. Grandview, Washington, coming from Little Down 509. And then we got 5.3 Menace, Union Raza, Local 213, Los Angeles.
Chingón.
Okay. That's the Paramount. Okay. And then we got Leo Padilla, Carpenters Local 909.
What's up, Leo?
Carpenters Local 213 in the Casa.
What's up?
Throwing it back to you guys. I'm going to load some more.
So anybody out there that's listening, have you guys ever done ayahuasca or any type of healing plants other than weed? Because I know y'all are a bunch of potheads. But yeah, let me know. I'm just kind of curious who's out there, because I know, like Raciel said and Alec, it is very trendy. So
Weed is a healing plant too, man.
it is.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
agree.
fucking true.
And you
It's
know,
crazy.
Every plant is a healing plant, but it has to be done on a ceremony in a protected
No.
environment.
Mira, 100%. I agree. And you could ask these guys. I don't smoke weed. I don't like it. But I have nothing against it. Al contrario, I think that some people need to smoke weed, Humberto.
So talking about Días de los Muertos, I want to give you guys my experience that I had in ayahuasca. It was actually mi última ayahuasca that I did. I did it with Big Saline over here. He said, "Hey, are you ready?" And just so you know, he's done a lot of ayahuascas, and he invites me on most of them. He's been right there with me, not just in business, and my friend, in structures, healings, and we've been kind of through this path together. He's had taken it his road, my road, and we talk about it all the time. So I says, you know what, I'm ready. He's like, Raciel, ¿qué esperas de esto? I'm like, first thing I want to do, I feel sick. I want to quit smoking. Me siento mal, me siento sin energía. I coughed this morning, blah, blah, blah. And that's the reason I want to go and I want to do this. So, en cuanto llegamos a Tijuana, the story is really, really long porque todas las cosas que podrían pasar so that
Para que no pasara.
the ayahuasca wouldn't happen, happened. And I'm talking about immigration, lawyers, cops, I mean, all kinds of shit that I'm not going to get into detail. Anyway, todo se arregló como magia, right?
Yeah.
Se empezaba, todo se arregló, and then we were all there. Soon as I walked down, llegó una hermana, una healer. She's like, now I know why I'm here. And I said, why? Because I'm here to heal you. Like that.
Yeah.
And yo en mi mente, and I'm like, yep, you are here to heal me. And me empezó a trabajar, and I felt how I was releasing a lot of toxins because I've been smoking since I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
She was working on my lungs and mis pulmones. She was working my chest, all kinds of stuff, my throat. And I started feeling the healing, and bien callado. I had different, like I said, I had different experiences. But the reason I brought Días de los Muertos, when everything was done and ya estaba listo para que todo, but after, I felt that I was healing, that it was going to be a new tomorrow, and that I wasn't going to, light that first cigarette again, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, everything was dark, bro. And then I felt mucho frío. And I remember, because you lay down, you're in the ground. And then I laid down, y me sentado con mis piernas cruzadas, and I'm looking, and I'm like, dude, everything's quiet. I'm like, what's going on? I close my eyes. I don't know for how long, because you lose sense of time.
Yeah.
And when I open my eyes again, there is velas prendidas all over. Velas.
Around you?
And around
general.
me in the front. And then all of a sudden I started hearing music. I started hearing music, and I started hitting. It kind of felt like a New York play, like Los Teatros. What do you call those? Like a musical. Opera, musical.
Like a Broadway.
Like a Broadway, bro. And then all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit! I'm in the funeral right now. I'm in a ceremony that somebody passed away. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden I see the Black Shadow. I see La Santa Muerte. I see ángeles. I see people singing. I see a ceremony. I see people around me, not crying, celebrating. And then I realized that they were celebrating my death. And I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? And then I realized, I'm like, this is for me. Y se abre una puerta. In front of us, there's a house. And then all you see the lights, and then you see the ceremony or the play era muy espiritual. I didn't feel fear. I just felt, and then my mom estaba recibiendo. And my mom's still alive, by the way. But it was like a younger mom. And I realized that, and then everybody that was in that ayahuasca there was a reason why they were there. So todo el mundo se transformó en algo, So anyway, I see the light, and I know I have to get up and walk to that light. And then I realized, I'm like, holy shit, if I walk through that light, I'm not going to be there, And then all of a sudden, my wife, Maribel, she's not there physically. She gets to my brain, and she says, no. She says, I'm still waiting for you. You didn't come to this ayahuasca to say goodbye. You still got to do a lot of things. You still got to do a lot of things in this lifetime, and me and your kids are waiting for you. And in that moment, I said, all right, boom. And then I kind of looked, and things went away. Then I asked the shaman, and I'm like, bro, what would have happened if I would have got up and gone through the light? Because I really wanted to do it. That was like, it was calling me, right? It was calling
Era
me.
bonito.
And then he said, nothing would have happened. Your ego would have died. And when I looked, I'm like, holy shit, if my ego would have died, that means I'm dying because, I had to ask no more questions. That was enough for me because I don't think there's a human being that doesn't have an ego that's alive. That's just my experience. And I'm just giving you guys a few minutes because it was hours. It was a lot more. But maybe you could tell me if you live something like that or what does it mean to me. And let me tell everybody, after this, I'm less afraid of death, but at the same time, I'm more glad to be alive. Because se me quitó un poquito más el miedo de la muerte, but at the same time knowing I'm here because God wants me to be here.
Claro.
I'm God because my kids want me to be here, because my wife wants me to be here, because the community wants me to be here, because there's just a lot of shit to do.
Yo también, bro.
So, go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
and thank you for taking me that day, too.
with all my love, brother.
Thank you.
And so you know what? That is the importance of having a good shaman or a good facilitator serving you ayahuasca, because on that ceremony, you were leaving your death and your revival, and but in the meanwhile, we were cleaning that place. We were fighting because at the place where this ayahuasca was, the ranch, it has a long story of kidnapping and a bunch of different stuff, death. So there was a lot of dark that came into that night, and we fought all night cleaning, keeping the
The area.
Bad
area
energies.
clean. Yeah,
Sacred.
sacred, exactly. And we were able to do it. It took like an hour, but it gets really intense, the energy, and because I mean, the darkness is really really smart, and so you have to figure out how to fight him. And that's what we did that night, and so everybody can have a beautiful ceremony, and so
Yeah.
So what's something you're protecting the people for them to have experience. So what was something that you went through fighting that darkness? What is it like for you?
energies. So everything comes in energies, and a lot of times you will see how big they are, and they will come in, and you won't even notice it, but they will start suppressing you, and they will start. You will start falling to sleep. So the main shaman, Sonia, shout out to Atipacuasi in Pucallpa, Peru. I mean, that's my school. And she pretty much picked that up and right off the back told everybody, like, start praying and start blowing tobacco and so we can start cleaning the area. But then you can see the energy coming in and pushing you. So when that happens, you pretty much start fighting, and we have our own source, knife source,
Yeah.
and you have to start cutting the heads of the demons, because there's demons and they are demons. The demon, the one that controls everything. So you have to clean all that. So the light takes over again, and people can start doing their process in a safe way. But you do need both things in the ayahuasca, because
Positivo y negativo.
yeah, you have to allow the darkness to come in, so you can go inside of you and look at your darkness, at your pain, at your suffering, and so you're able to identify that and then take it out. So yeah, pretty much that's. I mean, they go hand in hand,
So there's literally a fight between good and evil.
and they're brothers.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even see
You know,
that.
you know what's funny? It's like when I did it twice. My second time, honestly, I can't remember much or anything of it. But in the first one, I could remember two things that were very prominent in my trip. One was I seen una pantera, pero grandísima, güey, grandísima, and I was so scared of it. But it was just so calm and so relaxing that I don't know. It felt like it was my protector.
Animals are protectors, exactly.
Yeah. It was my protector, which that's one of the main things. The other one that really tripped me out, there was a young lady with us that took it, Carolina, and I had her in my head through my whole trip. Is she okay? I was worried. And nada que ver con ella. Somos amigos. She worked with us. But I felt like I had to protect her through the whole trip. I wake up in the morning. I go maybe about a 5-minute walk towards some swings. I sit down. First person I see, Carolina. She's like, ¿Qué onda? She's like, I had you in my head all day. Are you okay? I'm like, bro, what the hell? You know, and that's when it connects people. It's just so trippy.
Yeah.
You know? And that was one of the things that was very prominent that I could remember. Same thing, I did Zapito. I did it once, and I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
Pero el muchachito que estaba al lado de mí, he said he was feeling all of my pain.
Really.
He's like, I was literally worried about you. He's like, I can feel everything you were going through. I remember nothing about Zapito.
Yeah, it's the connection of the energies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like right now we're all connected.
Yes.
Like we're here and we're all connected. I mean, when you walked into a group, you feel uncomfortable until you start talking to each other or that, and then all of a sudden the energy will relax and will bring you together, right?
Start connecting.
It's the same with ayahuasca and with all these plants. It's just that the plant magnifies the energy, and so that's the difference. That is the beauty of it.
With ayahuasca, it's not always rainbows and sunshines. What is some of the lessons that you learned through the pain of the journey that it took you to?
Well, I mean, seeing what I was doing with my life, how much hurt I caused to others, and where the pain was coming from me to be causing that pain to others, and that was the path. Ayahuasca is always hard. When you take the ayahuasca, the first 2 hours is hard, but the next 4 hours or 5 hours, they're full of love, because everything that takes out of you, all the dirt, it fills you up with love.
Gives it back.
Yeah, it gives you back with love, And so at the end of the day, in the morning, it's always beautiful. You're really grateful. You're full of love.
So is there, you said there was a lot of pain. Is there like visions that you've seen that you've did people wrong, or how do you see that you know that you did them wrong?
Well, you feel it. It's in your heart. And so the pain is in your heart. And that's part of the cleansing. And as it's very difficult to explain because you go, just to give you an idea, right? It took me 2 years, and I said, okay, yeah, I want to heal myself. I want to be a different person. So I went through that, through all that pain. But it got to the point where I remember waking up in the morning one day, and I'm like, I don't want to go through this anymore. I don't want to suffer this much. And then a voice came and go like, you've been screwing up your life for 48 fucking years, and you're complaining about 2 years that we're asking you to cleanse you. And I was like, I'm sorry. Let's keep going. And sure enough, dude,
That's some real shit right there.
oh, dude. No, it was just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. But
And it was like a light switch, no?
yeah, it was like a light switch. Now, the craziest thing that now that I'm in this path, for me, every day is ayahuasca. Every day I have the communion with the spirits. I see everything.
So you don't need to take the medicine anymore. You're able to have that trip or that dream just by meditation.
Meditation. Look, I'm going to tell you something. What was it? About 6-7 months ago, right? They sent me. We were doing a job at the Spearmint Rhino. So
Hello.
Shout out to Spearmint Rhino.
So I cannot go to those places anymore, right? And I'll tell you why.
I'll go for you.
Yeah. So I did the bid, right? And then we sent it out. We got the job. Guys were working there, and then the superintendent goes like, "Hey, I need to measure this. Can you come over right now?" So I showed up to Spearmint Rhino. As I'm heading over there, they tell me, you better protect yourself. You better protect yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I'll protect myself. And I did like a small prayer. I go into Spearmint Rhino. I'm talking to the contractor, and he goes, let's measure it. It's that dark room. Dude, we step in there, and all of a sudden, a demon. It must have been like
24 years old.
yeah.
Double D's.
I'm like, take it away from me. No, dude, this was like ugly shit, dude. And like right
Must have been the day shift. It was ugly, bro.
it was right in between him and me, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I jump back, and I'm like, what was that? And so we measured, and then I realized, oh shit, this is the demon that controls this place. And it came to see what was I doing
you were doing there.
Yeah, because they can see the energies, right? Yes. And so I took a step back, and then I'm like, oh shit. So I go back in there, and I kept talking to the contractor, and I'm like, what was that? Got out of there, man. I was sick as a dog, man. Like my stomach and my head were in pain. Finally, I cleansed myself, felt good. The second time that I went over there, I took a bunch of hundreds. No, second time that I went, the second time that I went there, I did a prayer, very powerful prayer. I walk in there like nothing, man, and nothing bothered me after that.
And
So you're able to feel the darker places now, darker energies that you weren't as prone at before. No lo sentías tanto.
as a person that worked at a strip club for about 5 years,
Yeah, I remember that.
dude, yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of these girls, they spend their days either drunk, on drugs, as much as they can, because they got dudes touching them, you know.
They don't want to feel. They
They
don't
don't want to feel. And all that's negative energy, you know. So 100% agree that's definitely not there. Yeah,
Yeah, the drugs
Double
themselves,
Ds.
they are what makes you numb, and it lowers your vibration and your frequency.
Yes.
So by doing that, you are susceptible, because if your vibration and frequency are not up to protect yourself or be in a healthy balance, you're susceptible to the outside interpretation and vibration.
Yeah. Tell you what, dude, Rob, I worked for 5 years at a strip club, and these girls are always on something just because they felt dirty. And knowing what they're doing, they're like, I don't want to feel. You know, any shout outs out there?
Give me just a sec.
Sure.
Give away a shirt.
Yeah, so we're giving our Union Raza Dia de los Muertos edition / Halloween. We want to get to 100 followers on YouTube.
Compa.
Subscribers.
So subscribers. We're really, really close to that goal, guys. We got 250,000 in Instagram. We got about 80,000 on Facebook. We're trying to get our YouTube channel going.
Put it right in front of
Come
your
and
dad's
support.
face right there. Put the shirt right there in front. There we go.
Otra vez.
It's all right. It's empty.
But
And
yeah,
so
go ahead and if
we're
you
asking for people to follow us on the YouTube channel. Go to Union Raza Official for the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow, and then you comment your local right now on the live. Send us a DM with your address so we can send you the exclusive shirt. Couple of shout outs right here coming in on the Facebook. We got Pete Rodriguez, Sas. Pete's a former guest. What's up, Pete? And we have Sachenka Pacheco, I apologize. Saludos. What's up? What's up? And then we have me forgetting my glasses. That's what we really got. More shout outs coming on the way, but make sure you guys follow on the YouTube channel. And then Angel12370144 joined and said, how fun. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, I can. Also, when you hit the YouTube subscribe, also hit the notification bell so that you know every time we upload the new podcast, it will be notifying you.
And thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for all the
I
support. We
appreciate
want to
you
hit
guys.
100 followers today. If that's possible, make it happen. We got shirts for all of you. Just go ahead and subscribe and shout out your local, and we got you. You got a question, Carnal?
Ya se me olvidó, güey.
I got a question. So I could see the benefits of the white magic, the benefits of faith, the benefits of higher power. What is it? Why would somebody become dark? Why would it be un mago negro or un brujo negro or los hechizos, toda esa madre que escuchamos?
El caldo de calzón.
¿Cómo se llama cuando le ponen el monito a los cubanos?
Santería.
Santería. Or what do you know about that?
So the reward is a lot faster and with black magic, and like,
What do you mean a lot faster? Like,
well,
It's more instant, but there's more negativity.
yeah. So I will tell you. One time I was actually on a prayer, and in one of my life in 1958, I was also I used to work the black magic and the white magic. So that ancestor, it appeared to me, and I didn't realize who it was. And I had a bucket right there right in front of me, and it was giving me a bunch of black water, and I couldn't tell what it was. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit, this is black magic. And as soon as I started praying, that entity came in and it stood right in front of me. And as I was talking to him, I can hear him responding, and then I realized that he wasn't talking to me. It was my voice bouncing back. So as I started thinking, what is all this is happening? And then finally I realized it was me in 1958, and I came to this life to give myself the black magic so I can use it. Because at the time I was having a war with the shaman that was attacking me. And so it came and gave me all that. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with this. And he told me, it is there if you need it. So, and he's the one that told me. He goes, the rewards are instantly. But then, but I didn't feel like I needed it. I wanted it because I guess I was that in my other life. And it was really painful, so I decided not to use it, just kick it to the side, and my light beams, they told me, do not keep fighting with these shamans. We are gonna take care of all that. We want you just to focus on the healing and on the light. So that's how I know that black magic. The rewards are really instantly. There is a lot of ignorance because magic is magic. So I receive the energy and I can use it for black magic or for white magic. So for people, it's really easy to say, oh, you know what? Voy a hacer un amarre. Or I'm going to pinch because I'm jealous of this guy, stuff like that. Little stuff that you do to other people, it comes back to you. Triple. Yeah. I mean,
karma.
It really hurts you. Yeah. That's why there's so many people that are sick. Like I get a lot of people that call me and they go like, I'm sick right here, my kidney, my this, my that. And then as soon as I start healing them, I can see the black magic that they did. And I ask them, have you done black magic? And she goes, no. And I go, I can see it. And I go, you better tell me the truth, otherwise this is not going to work. I'm not going to be able to heal you. So they tell me, yes, I did it 10 years ago. So so I go, okay, now we got to clean that up. We got to pray, clean them up and all that, so we can get rid of all that.
There's major consequences when you're using black magic.
Yes.
It could be either for personal or probably affect someone in your life, correct?
Exactly. And I've seen also a lot of the dark brujos. Their death usually is really, really, really bad because black magic, they're giving you the black magic for a reason. And you have to pay. And usually the way you pay is with a slow death. What is a slow death? Cancer. So they're gonna keep you alive. They're gonna make you really sick, and they're gonna start just sucking your energy. That's how you pay all that. So that's why I say, nah, don't do it.
No, yeah, it's mejor.
You know what?
De lejitos.
I'll clean you up.
How does somebody know that they done black magic to them? Like, for example, si a mí me hicieron una brujería without me knowing, ¿cómo es que sabes that somebody did something to hurt you or
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Usually you start getting sick and you will start feeling it. And a lot of times your guides, your spiritual guides will take you and show you on a medicine or with somebody healing you. And there's where it will pop when they did brujería, cuando te hicieron brujería. You've seen that, right?
I didn't know hasta que me dijeron que salieron unas dos estillas and they told me que me habían hecho. And then soon as that came out, I already knew who it was. Pero at the moment, before that, I didn't know. Pero en el momento que me salieron las estillas, in my mind, I already knew who had done it. Pero no, and before that, no sabía. Y luego no nada más eso. What happened, lo que pasó con estas personas, uno de ellos casi se moría. Yeah, dude. Like, pero without, again, a mí cuando me dijeron, don't focus on that, move on, it's all good. You're good. Pero
yeah, well, I mean, you have some very powerful protectors, so that's why they guide you. They took you over there, and they show you who did it. So not everybody gets that, and but you got big angels, man.
Yeah,
Taking care of you.
todos los spirits. We get spirits everywhere. I think they're definitely out there.
Yeah.
So how do spirits work? Does everyone have their own personal spirit?
They move lights at the shop.
Yeah, you have like we all have a lot of them. You got a lot of protectors, and also you have spirit guides.
Okay.
And you have a lot of them. So the
Are
way
they like guardian angels?
yeah, you can call them guardian angels, and you can call them guardian angels. The way you activate. You can do this by meditating, breathing exercises. Mantras, I don't recommend you to do mantras unless somebody
It's with you.
teach you how to do it, because mantras can open other portals. And but yeah, you can activate all those energies. And
did you just get a message?
sorry, yeah,
You got a message or something? Yeah.
I get downloads. And, I get downloads.
Sí, está bueno el Wi-Fi acá.
It's really crazy, but yeah. It
So
does
what is your take on what is the daily? Because I think every day is a different portal. Every time we go to sleep, we are transported to somewhere else based on what we did that day.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, every time that we go to sleep, it is a portal that it opens. That's why it's really really important to pray and ask for protection. That way you can sleep in peace. Now, if you just live your normal life, you're gonna be fine. The problem is when you start getting into the light and learning all these techniques, that's when you really have to get the protection, because it's like, I will say, let's say 90% of the world is the same light. But when you start praying and you start meditating and you start opening your third eye, whatever, and it's a light. The light is brighter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some kind of spirit got mad. Yeah. Something just dropped.
The light start getting brighter, and when the light start getting brighter, then the dark spirits go like, "Ooh, that is food that is going to leave my plate." So they start attacking you because they don't want you to leave. So that is the process of the pain, part of the pain when you're waking up.
Are these guides, the spirit guides, excuse me, are they ancestors, just random spirits?
A lot of them, they're your ancestors, and a lot of them, they're. I got spirit guides. I got one of them is from the stars, and he's a pretty old wise man from the stars. Another one is the protector of the sun, and then I have another one that is a lady that she's part of the water. But those are the three that have presented to me with their name. But I still have a lot of them. We all do. And a lot of them, they're our ancestors now. Our ancestors is yourself in other lives.
Correct. Sí. So, como reencarnación y reencarnación.
Yeah.
So something that happens to me that I want to share when I go to sleep, like for example, I have a business. I'll have something that's bothering me, or something that keeps me out at night, or to resolve a problem, or to get an answer, or come up with a concept. I get a lot of messages at nighttime. Sometimes I feel that I'm awake, maybe I'm asleep, or sometimes I don't even remember. But somehow the following day, it comes clear to me what to do. Where I go to sleep with the question and I do get the answer, and then all of a sudden I'm like, God, man, I'm like, alguien me lo dijo, lo soñé, but I already knew this was gonna happen, and I've been told that ese es un poder o un regalo, no un poder, un regalo that maybe it's not for everybody, or everybody has the capacity, because it happens to me a lot, and it could be goals, it could be decisions, it could be just things that bother me, or how to resolve, or it could be anything, really.
Alec Drampy killed me.
Yeah, you were a demon. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Soñó que me mató.
Yeah, I was so sad. I woke up yelling.
Yeah.
I woke up yelling. So my dream was that I was a demon slayer. I was going to school for hunting demons. And in one of the classes, they put you in a simulator where they test you to you're not just going to class and you're going to like half-ass it.
Yeah.
They put you in a simulator where you forget that you're in class to see how you would react in a real world situation. And one of them was that there was, like, let's say 20 people, and one person in that 20 was a demon, and you had to figure out who it was. So I got sent there, and I was there with Iram, and then a bunch of situations happened, and then I realized Iram was the demon. And then as soon as I realized Iram was the demon, that's when he attacked me, and I had a sword, and I had to cut off his head. And I remember I was battling like, I can't do it. It's like, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm
your
wrong?
uncle, yeah.
And then I did it, and then as soon as I did it, he was the demon, and I just woke up like yelling, like I was, what just happened?
You just told me you killed me. You just made it a little more intense, bro.
It was intense. It was crazy. Yeah.
Yo sueño con pura tetona. Yeah. My dreams are pretty cool.
It's weird because I have like, let's say I could go a month without dreaming, and then the next week, like straight every single night is like very, very vivid. Like I'm in the dreams.
Yeah, a lot of my dreams, también de parte de las tetonas, like you said, usually with work. Every time if I'm going through something at work, I dream about it, dude. Especially with deadlines and stuff like that, or I'm worried or stressed about a job. I know you were stressed last week about a job, and it's like once it's clear, hasta duermes más a gusto.
Do you have sex with the tetonas when you're dreaming?
A veces.
I'll tell you something. And usually, like the witches, they use that at night, and when they have sex with you, and that's how they're subtracting your energy.
So that means I got someone with black magic that did black magic on me?
Well, it doesn't have to be someone. I mean, there's a lot of spirits all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is just, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they do. Like I'm very conscious of that now because I see him now, and not only that, I see who's doing it, and they disguise themselves as
Like,
other.
I know who you are.
Yeah, I can see who they are, but that's who I know who they are. But there's a lot of spirits. It doesn't have to be somebody that knows you. They just need the energy, and they will come in and subtract the
De
energy.
aquí para abajo las veo yo.
So we only got about 5 minutes left, guys. Once again, we're giving the El Día de los Muertos t-shirt. Go to YouTube, Union Raza Official. Follow us, subscribe.
Hit the notification button.
We're giving away this t-shirt, special edition. It's going to be We just, we need your support. We want to hit those 100 followers in the next hours or days. And just go ahead and hit us a DM with your address, and we got you. We're shipping it your way. It also comes with some cool ass hard hat stickers. Shout out to all the unions out there. Thanks for all the support, man. Little by little, we're covering ground from coast to coast. We got 5 minutes. Vic, Saline, give you the last word. What's your message to the world?
Well, my message to the world. Well, just, you know what? Honor your ancestors. Honor your ancestors. Respect your ancestors. And just remember that by honoring your ancestors, you're honoring your son, your daughter, your wife, your friends, your co-workers. I think we need to do a little bit more of that. Be conscious of our surroundings and the people around us. And honoring means love. So love your friends, love your ancestors, love your family. That's my message to the world.
Chingon. Also, brother, again, thank you for being here. If somebody's interested in going through a session of ayahuasca or any other healing methods that you offer, is there a way for them to contact you or someone that they can contact? If you can pass that information, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, my Facebook is Victor Salinas, and the same thing on Instagram, Victor Salinas. And my phone number, should I...
It's up to
completely
you.
Up to you, bro.
If you want to call me, send me a message. My phone number is 702-289-1531. If you're feeling sick, if you're worried, if you go to the doctor and they tell you they cannot find the cure for your disease, give me a call. I can do a reading and I can tell you if we can help you. But most of the time, we can help you. I will say 99% of the time.
Let's hit him with that phone number one more time.
702-289-1531. Big Saline.
702-289-1531. Make sure you hit up Victor Salinas. And we have one more shout out from the Facebook. Chelsea Nava Barrera, shout out to Carpenters Local 157. You guys make sure you go over to the YouTube channel, Union Raza Official. Hit that subscribe button, hit that alert button, and then drop your local right here in the chat, even in the comments for the pre-recorded show. And then hit us with the DM with your address. We'll send you over the exclusive swag.
Así que de parte de todos nosotros, muchas gracias. Happy Friday, happy Halloween. Alec, take it away, brother. Say good night.
Be safe out there. Enjoy time with your family. Later.
Thank you.
On my part, happy Halloween. Feliz Día de los Muertos. Yo me quiero acordar de mi abuelita. She is no longer with us, but she was a big part of our life. Her birthday's coming up. Is the same day.
Yeah.
So hay que prenderle una velita a la abuelita y pues gracias por tanto amor que nos dio while she was here physically. Abuelita, al rato nos miramos en un ratito más.
Ahí nos vemos, Chayito.
Love you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Felicidades.
Thank you, Union Raza.